Jingery Jimbalongs. Today I'm going to be doing a book review on The Girl from the Sea by Margaret Wilde and Janet Tenner. The Girl from the Sea focuses on a nameless girl who rises from the depths of the ocean and comes to the surface to observe a family who lives in a cottage by the sea. There are a few words throughout the story and the ending is left open for interpretation by the readers. At the crux of the story, the themes are of loneliness and disconnection felt by the main character. The theme of loneliness is covered right away by the cover of the book, where the lines of the cliff and the downward shading of the clouds above draws our attention to the salient girl who stands alone, gazing out to the sea. Through the composition of the illustration, it leads to the inference that the girl is alone. Furthermore, by having her salient in the vast openness foreshadows the disconnection between the protagonist and the family. The author uses the figurative language device of rhetorical questions to develop the sense of disconnectedness between the main character and the family as she observes them. "Do You Hear Me Singing in the Wind" is an example of where this literary device is used. The illustration on this page complements the literary device as the contrast between the lighter and darker charcoal tones further builds on the disconnection between the girl and the family. With this passage, we see the author use multiple independent clauses to create this text. These ideas are connected through the use of commas. Through this passage, we can inference the girl's wanting to be a part of the family, which further builds on the disconnect between the girl and the family and the loneliness felt by her. To strengthen the compound sentences, the author uses the figurative language device of repetition. "If I lived in this cottage by the sea" is used at the start of both sentences. By using this wording places a large gap between the girl and the family, as this wanting for a loving and nurturing relationship by her seems like it will be impossible for her to have. This is reinforced through the illustration as she observes the family in the cottage through a window which lets out a warm light. However, the setting she is in seems cold and lonely through the lifeless tree and the water surrounding the cottage. Through these language features and images, the key themes of loneliness and disconnection are obvious. As you may have already noticed, throughout the book, the girl from the sea is constantly painted in lighter charcoal colors, softened with a shade of blue, which is in stark contrast to the darker charcoal colors the rest of the characters are painted with. This further builds on the otherness of the protagonist and the disconnection between her and the family. The Girl from the Sea combines expertly chosen language features and brilliantly illustrated images to produce a book that is perfect for the upper years of primary schooling. Yanande.